Hello, this is Tony Clarkson, and we're here with our question and answers. Michael G. Reccia here with me. And these are the Soul Group Insights. Michael, today, before we get going, I was wondering whether between us we could perhaps just clarify who we represent.
Yes.
Because that's all we are, a representation of,
yes.
of spiritual thinking, spiritual philosophy.
Yeah, what we're about and why we're doing what we do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I thought it would be interesting to just go through quickly the various arms from the hub that we're at the centre of. How does that sound to you?
That sounds good.
Okay.
We've got to start with the Joseph Communications, which is the umbrella concept behind everything, isn't it?
It is. And that's the philosophy, isn't it?
It is. It's a way of life. It's a suggested way of life that can put us back on course spiritually. And we have 8 books in that series. And we feel that they're extremely important books because they're no-nonsense philosophy books.
Yeah.
Joseph doesn't waste his words. And there's a lot of exposition of spiritual truth in there. It's a completely different way of life. But if lived, can change things here for the better.
And so these philosophies, these 6 books of philosophy and 2 books of further philosophy that came through on live performances that you made with Joseph, making the 8 books.
Yeah.
That's what they are, isn't it? It's a guide to every aspect of life.
Yes,
coming through from the spiritual realm.
Delivered by a spokesperson for an advanced soul group, deeply concerned for our future, for the future of humanity, unless we re-establish our spiritual heritage and live from our spiritual core.
Yeah. And so further from that, you have put together a course in higher consciousness living.
Yes.
That's on YouTube, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah.
And I did that because I went through the triumphs and pitfalls when I was developing as a medium at every stage. I want people to be safe if they are choosing to develop spiritually, but also to give them the right instructions, the right ammunition to be able to connect with higher vibrational realities, should they so wish, and to come back from those higher vibrational realities in full consciousness and in safety, to close themselves down effectively and be able to get on with their lives here as well.
And it's broken down into modules, isn't it?
Yes.
Of course.
Yes.
And so it's a great idea to start at number 1 and work through.
Yes, and at your own pace. There's no time limit on this, and the modules and each part of each module can be visited and revisited until you're confident with each step along the way to opening yourself up successfully and closing yourself down successfully as you approach higher vibrations.
And so we have the philosophy that's come through, the Joseph Communications.
Yes.
And you have put together this course, which is how a person can put into practice on a day-to-day basis that which the philosophy advocates.
And we should say that the course is free. It's a completely free course. Yeah. We just want you to be able to successfully enhance and appreciate and understand your spiritual gifts.
And so then we have this other arm, which is the World Meditation Alliance.
Absolutely. Yeah.
And I know from sitting with you privately with PG, the Persian gentleman, and Joseph, that it's an action that's needed. It's bringing light into the earth and to all humanity and all aspects of life.
At this time, it's bringing light into the darkness. I think if you're watching this, you'll probably agree with us that the world is in a very unstable position at the moment. And there are many forces at work across the globe that are the opposite of the light, that seem with all their might and all their hearts to be wanting to bring in darkness and chaos. And we have to combat that. And the World Meditation Alliance is a means of combating that.
And the World Meditation Alliance is doing something rather special in the meditation that is very specific It's been brought through, and this meditation is to help humanity and the world at this time.
Yes.
It's urgent.
Yes, there are certain vibrations that apply to planets at certain times. But unfortunately, because things are so dense, so heavy here at the moment, those vibrations are reaching us, but they are not being streamed out across the globe because there isn't the energy on this level
Right.
to allow that to happen. So every month or so, we receive what we term an angelic intention, which is an explanation of a specific set of vibrations operational during that month period that we then stream out, we act as amplifiers for,
Yeah.
to make sure that that vibration can reach souls across the world, and that those who wish to respond to those vibrations can and will respond to them. Lifting up the vibration here, lifting us out of the murk and the chaos and the darkness, and re-establishing spiritual values for the benefit of all.
And the people who we would invite to join us do not necessarily have to be a disciple of Joseph or
No.
a follower of Joseph or whatever you want to
No.
call it.
Or even have any prior knowledge of meditation, because you or one of the team
Yeah.
takes everyone through the process of meditation, and then out of that process at the end of the meditation period.
So actually, it's the aligning with that angelic intention
It is.
that
It
matters
is. It is.
more than somebody's personal beliefs.
Yes. Yes. In fact, personal beliefs are put to one side.
Yeah.
We act as pure conduits for the energy, for the vibrations that we've been handed by the soul group that comes from an even higher vibration. So we sit united as a channel, a unified channel for those vibrations to, without self, bring through energy, light energy, that can remind people of who they really are, why they're here, and can re-establish love and harmony and decency and honesty to our world at a time when those things seem to be banished.
This is something everybody can join in.
Absolutely.
And this is something where if you're feeling impotent about what's happening in the world,
Yes.
this is something you can do. You can join us. You can help us.
Yes.
And believe me, what you will be doing is helping at a level that's never been helped at before, right at the top level. So join us.
Yes, and there's a feeling of family as well. As you say, people feel impotent at this time with regard to what they can do, but they also feel isolated and lonely. And by joining the World Meditation Alliance, you are connecting to a family that cares about you, a family that loves you, a family that loves each other, and re-establishing that connection, that sense of community that is missing worldwide at this time.
I think that says it all, Michael.
Yeah.
Thank you very much indeed.
Thank you, Tony.
Thank you.